All right, thank you, Dylan. And rural hospitals have been struggling to stay afloat for several years, and COVID-19 hit these healthcare hubs even harder. KRBC's Catherine Garcia spoke with One Big Country Hospital, which will now benefit from the Paycheck Protection Program, also known as the PPP.
We were kind of scared that this COVID-19 was going to be the death blow to a lot of rural hospitals, and the PPP program is probably going to save a lot of them.
Thanks to the Rural Healthcare Relief Act, introduced by 3 U.S. congressmen on April 22nd, rural hospitals now qualify for the Paycheck Protection Program. CEO of Haskell Memorial Hospital, Chris Strickland, says the hospital continues to serve its community.
I haven't had to furlough anybody. I've kept everyone on payroll, and so that means that families continue to receive money and that the local economy still continues to be stimulated.
Trump administration approving the addendum on April 24th. Representative Joni Arrington was one of the congressmen advocating for these healthcare hubs, saying in part, quote, "They are on the front lines in the fight against COVID-19. They are one of the largest employers in rural communities, and they were the most vulnerable to closing as a result of lost revenue. This funding will not only sustain current operations. Strickland says he and his team are stockpiling PPE for the future, as experts are predicting a spike of COVID-19 as late as December into January of 2021.
This thing could be back with a vengeance, and then you combine that with the flu, we could have some real issues.
Telemedicine also has been a useful placeholder for the hospital's clinic, as many patients are currently more hesitant to enter a doctor's office. Strickland says Medicare has loosened its guidelines to allow rural healthcare providers access to their patients through telemedicine amid the pandemic.
I'm thinking that telemedicine is going to be sticking around after this. I'm hoping so, at least.
Strickland notes with federal and state funding, Haskell Memorial Hospital has been able to keep its feet on the ground. But the future of many rural hospitals still hangs in the balance. In Abilene, Catherine Garcia, KRBC, Abilene's local news.
Catherine, thank you. Although the community of Haskell has no confirmed cases of COVID-19, the hospital plans to continue enforcing strict safety guidelines for the next several weeks at its facility, including temperature checks and health.